So today I'm going to talk with you about what I see many homeowners making as a big mistake in their home design project when they're looking at extending or reconfiguring their home. And this is something that so many homeowners do, and I'm not surprised. I don't expect homeowners to do any different, because if you've not had any training or you've got no experience of construction industry or design, then why would you know any different? You don't know what you don't know, and these are things that most homeowners don't know when they're starting out on their home design project, and these are critical. It's what you have to do if you really want to get a good result at the end of the day that you're really happy with. So the biggest mistake that most make is that they jump straight in to trying to design out a solution for their problem, but what they haven't done at all is any of the decision making, this fundamental decision making before starting to design, that is key to getting the design right. So I'm going to go into what sort of those fundamental decision making and the sort of assessments and work that you need to do as a homeowner to make sure that you're making the decisions early on that you need to make, so that you can get a design that is right for you, that is going to give you that ease and enjoyment at home that you should be getting, not rather than wasting your money on something that is not delivering what you want. I'm not sure why I'm totally out of focus here, but forget about that. Right, who am I? I am Jane, and I'm a chartered architect, and I have got over and now I've switched it over. I don't know how it's done that. Oh goodness, I'm having fun with this today. Here we go. That should do it. Right. I'm Jane. I'm a chartered architect. I have over 10 years of experience of working with homeowners and helping them extend and reconfigure their homes. And prior to that, I used to work designing new build high schools, really huge projects, multi-million pound, 30 odd million pound project budgets. And also on a smaller scale, 100 to 200,000 pound type projects for communities and charity groups, to create charitable and community type spaces. So that's kind of my background. And just to give you a little insight into the sort of things I'm doing at the moment, I've got my to-do list for a project that I'm currently working on, which is looking at hempcrete, limecrete, checking if it's possible to use limecrete with a reinforced slab or not, drainage layouts for bathrooms and kitchens, rainwater, wastewater, services plans, deciding the number of sockets needed per room, coordinating with the air source heating engineer, looking at the ventilation, gutter details and door head threshold, window head sill jamb and slab to wall junction details, checking lead flashing to the existing, labelling up the details that I've done already, looking more into DPC, whether we need it or not, air tightness, breathable build-ups, elevations and section levels, and coordinating the plant room design with the heating engineer. So that's kind of on my really boring list of things to do. And so that is really what you get into, that sort of level of detail, when you get really far down the line of your project. But when you're at the very beginning, you don't need to think about any of that, and hopefully you can offload all of the thought for that onto somebody like me, your architect, who can deal with all of that for you. But what you can't outsource, what you can't pay somebody else to do, is to make the decisions for your home, to figure out what it is that you really need. You're the only person to do that. And if you're a couple or a family, you each have to do that as individuals and as a couple or as a family. So because as individuals, you are each going to have your own needs. And then as a collective, whether that's a couple or a family, a larger family group, you're also going to have some needs that are more collective needs. And a key thing, this wasn't actually something I was going to cover, but I'm going off tangent here from what I was going to cover, but a key thing that you need to think about if you aren't just an individual person, it's really easy. If it's just you on your own, you can decide what's best for you, and then you can get what's best just for you. But when there's you plus your partner, plus children, or plus parents, if you've got an extended family that you live with, then you have other people's viewpoints and other people's requirements to take into account. And a key thing is that you don't have to all agree. You can have different requirements, and you can present that to your designer, and the designer can design solutions that can incorporate all those different requirements and make you all happy and get the result that you want. But you do need to do this work to make sure that you get clear on those. So the first thing to do is to assess your lifestyle. You need to think through what your daily habits are. How is it you choose to live? Are you living the way that you do because your home is kind of forcing you to live that way? And if you could live in any way that you wanted to, if your space was different, how would that change? And what would you like to do differently if you could? And then if you could imagine your ideal life, what would it look like? What would your ideal lifestyle look like? And how is that different to your reality? And would changing the space that you have to live in help support you in making that change to live, create that life that you really want to be living? Number 2, there's only 3 of these, so this is number 2. What are your goals for the future? Do you want to have children? Do you want to grow old in this home and live here for the rest of your life and make sure that this house can support you all the way through to the grave? So a bit grim, but you know what I mean. Are you're living here, maybe you've got kids already, do you want to see them all the way through school and off to university or wherever they're going to go after? Are you thinking about having a big career change, maybe starting working from home, setting up a new business for yourself and working from home, and you need space for that at home? Are you planning to sell up and move in a few years and you want to maximise your return on investment for the work that you do to your home? So your future goals are really, really key in deciding how you design your space, how much money you spend on it, what quality of work you do, and what actually you do to it. And then the last thing, the third thing, is ask yourself why. Every time you put down an answer, so I would love to change my lifestyle and I would like to start to work from home and set up my own business. Well, ask yourself why. Why do you want to do that? And be really, really clear on your reasons for all of the decisions that you put down, because it has to be right for you. You're the one who's going to be living there. It's not somebody else's home. That you're not designing your home for somebody else to live in unless you're planning to sell it tomorrow. So think about not what you think you should be doing, not what your mum's told you should be doing, or your mother-in-law's told you that you should be doing, or your best friend, or you're just doing what everybody else is doing because you think you need to do it too. It's not. It's about why you want to do it and what's best for you in your home where you're going to be living, and how you want to live, and what you want to have in your future are really, really key things to think through and get clear on, and be able to communicate that to whoever is going to be helping you on your project. You don't need to explain to your your Tyler, you know, what your deepest desires are. You don't need to do that. But at the beginning, if you're going to be passing on the design to somebody else to do for you on your behalf, so that they are doing, your designer is making your home work as best it can for you, then your designer has to understand what it is you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it, why is that important, and which things are more important than others. Maybe you've got a range of things that you'd like to achieve, but these 5 things are essential, and these 20 things would be nice to have in this order. Those are the key things that you and only you can do for yourself, for your home, to get yourself started in the best way possible. If you've got any comments, if you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below. I'm going to just give you a quick plug. I deliver home design workshops, and I give my clients a little bit of homework to do before the workshop, and then during the workshop I ask lots of questions about lifestyle, about your goals for the future, so that I can understand what it is that you are trying to achieve, and then I can explore with you in that workshop how we can make your home better work, better serve you, better support you in living a comfortable and enjoyable life in your home. Those workshops are currently £497, and I have not raised my prices for several years, and I am going to be increasing my price for this workshop at the beginning of April. So if you are interested in a home design workshop with me, book now so that you can get it at £497 before I increase the price at the beginning of April. I look forward to speaking with you again next week. If there are any questions that you would like me to cover in a future video, please pop them below, and look forward to helping you. Okay, goodbye for now.